Okay, so today we're going to work on this one called Skydance. I have to admit that I tried this, was it last week when the pattern came out on my group, and that's what I ended up with. I didn't like it. And maybe I can figure out what it is that I don't like and fix it. It's possible that these bits here, these parts right here, are too big and needs to be narrower, or I haven't gotten the flow quite right. I don't know, something's not quite the way, I don't know. Seems to me that this looks like a bunch of cutaway pieces of bone marrow, and that's all I ever see, and I'm having a very difficult time getting past that. And then I added these swirls to it, which I think just, yeah, didn't. Bad. So I'm going to try again. Skydance appears to be a sort of triangular shape with these other triangular-ish shapes inside. We're going to give this another go. I don't know if you can, I'm not too sure you can see the whole thing. Yeah, okay, it's sticking. Alright, let's see. Let's try this exactly the way it's done here, with a kind of a straight, curvy thing. A sort of a weedy bump there, and sort of a triangular like that. Let's get closer to the edge. I think maybe that was part of my problem. I wasn't close enough to the edge with my first line. I had left too much space, which may not have been good. So I'm going to try it like that, and then we're going to go triangular. So we come out and up, and then maybe this needs to go further, and down and in, and up and over, kind of like that. And then in this big triangle, we want to do it again. It appears that we want to make a triangular shape here, and here, and there. That might be better. I hope that that's better. Not exactly sure that it is, but we'll see what happens. And then next to it, I'm going to do another one. I want to make it this and like that, and like this, maybe. Maybe that's what I needed. Maybe I needed more arching in my triangles. That looks better to me. Maybe I need a bigger swoop to my triangle. Okay, that's better. That's what I was missing. I needed a little curve to my triangle that I was missing here. I think that's helping me feel better about this shape. That right there, right now, I've all of a sudden seen half a butterfly wing, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to unsee that, but we're going to try to do something else with this so that I don't see a butterfly wing. I may never be able to unsee that now that I've seen it. Some things that are seen cannot be unseen. Have you ever encountered that, where there's something you saw and really you wished you had never seen it? Yeah, I have. Unfortunately, I ended up being on jury duty once, not long ago, and it was a murder trial, and unfortunately I had to see things that I cannot unsee. And that's too bad, because, you know, there are just things you shouldn't ever have to see. Yeah, so this one's going interestingly. It's not doing what I had anticipated, but no, I guess it's the way this tangle is. All my tangles are that way. Oh, they don't go the way I anticipated. We're going to leave them like that. And then I'm going to do the whole filling in thing, leaving a little sparkle, and see what happens. I almost feel like I'll do it in that one. This one I'll leave the sparkles because that's how I started, but I feel like I need to do something different. It's not calling to me this way. And I think maybe my sparkles are too big. That I can fix by just filling in. I'm going to try, and I'm doing this on purpose, making a round bigger, because once I fill in, it will fill it in. But I think I'm going to try leaving like star-like sparkle spots. I hope they don't look like polka dots. I don't want polka dots. I want it to look like maybe stars and Starry Night kind of background thing. Right now it looks like polka dots, but we'll see what happens when I fill it in. Lots of times when I fill in dots with black around, see, they get much smaller once I go around with my pen, which is why I draw the circle first, because I tend to fill it more, and then they get too small if I overdo with my pen. And I don't leave enough space, which is why I draw my circles first. Oh, it's another scorcher of a day here. They've been scorchers of days. It's been a long time since we've had cool weather. Although I must say, last night it finally actually cooled off enough to open the windows in the house, turn off the air conditioning, at least for downstairs. Upstairs is still too hot, so we had the air on upstairs, but we were able to turn the downstairs air off. It's not as humid today as it was the other day. Oh my goodness, Saturday was so humid. We were very uncomfortable on Saturday. Where I live is usually quite dry. I am not used to humidity. I don't know if you ever can get used to humidity, but people say that they do. But mostly, I guess you just get used to wherever it is that you live. Yeah, that's alright too. I'll go back to the sparkly thing, I think, this last one. The coloring in part takes time. And it's usually when I get kind of in the zone and I get quiet. Y'all have seen that from me before as well. Alright, so that's not so bad. Sky Dance. And I like on the, pardon me. I like on the sample how they did this auras and some other things around the edge, and I'm going to try that. This I didn't like, this sort of swoopy, showgirly looking thing. So we'll try something different. Go more of a, oops, I didn't make any mark there. More of a, like that. He needs I don't know what it needs. Alright, still looks like a butterfly to me. I'm seeing butterfly chrysalis. Yeah. Oh well. It's a chrysalis. So maybe I just need to go with that. My arm is not sliding across my table very well because I'm so hot and sticky. Sort of bean pod, sort of alien life form. I'm not sure what this is. Maybe something needs to go this way on this tile to offset this diagonal. I think so. Need something not straight. That's going this way. Whatever that is, it's going this way, and this is going this way. Yeah, it's alive. I'm not sure what it is, but it's alive. Yep, it's alive. And it needs another one of these triangle things right here. These sky dance. Needs one right there. Yeah, my drawings almost never have a plan to them when I start out. Occasionally I do. I mean, I have used templates. I enjoyed using templates. But for the most part, they don't have a specific thought to them when they get started. And I never know what they're going to do. They do have a life of their own. And who knows? Really, who knows? Clearly has a life of its own. I think it needs another something that goes this way. It's coming through, kind of. stick or a branch or a leaf, or I'm not sure what that is, but it needed to be there. It said so. It also says there needs to be something here. And over here. Something needs to be here. I'm not sure what. No, maybe, yeah, it needs something, but maybe I just need some more circles. When in doubt, add a circle. For some reason, circles just seem to give life to a tile. I think maybe we associate the circle to a bubble, to water. And since we associate these things to water, I think we automatically put life attached to it, even if all it is just a circle. Something like that. Oh, don't forget to sign. I don't know which direction it is going, but that's the cool thing about Zentangle and pattern tiles also, is that they don't seem to have really a right side up. You just decide which way is the right side up. I don't think that was the way I drew this tile, was it? Drew it that way? Drew it that way to start. But anyway, let's give this a bit of shading and call it a day. This obviously is a shape in front of this. Always start shading with whatever I think is in front of something else. Always define that spot, and then I go back and decide if something else needs some shadow or shading. Okay. Right there. And right here. And right here. Okay, and then if this is going to be the bottom, I'm going to decide that my light's coming this way. I'm going to do a little bit of shading on the bottom side of my little orbs. Bottom right. That's where the shade is being cast. And then, since this is going to be the darker side, I think it's going to have a bigger shadow on this side. deeper and darker on this side than on the other side. And oh, I didn't shade my little orbs. Blend your shading. Blending makes a difference. And then a little bit darker on this side. This is the shadier side. And then I've decided this is all just one big shape. So I want to put a little bit of shadow on this whole thing on this side. Like that. Like that, and then maybe these kind of look like almost like cutouts within that shape. Maybe right there, just on the side of this triangle, right like that. Like that. Yeah. Okay. I like it. I didn't like this. It's amazing how the same pattern you can do it, and it comes to you better, or you have a better relationship with it one day than another. And this one I can live with. I can enjoy this one. This one, I don't know. There's something about this one that doesn't appeal to me. And maybe you guys can tell me what it is, or you can say no, it's just fine. You know, maybe live with it for a while and see if I can make this one happy for me. I don't know. I don't know what I've done here. I think maybe I could fix it if I make my dark areas bigger and these white areas thinner. I think that might be part of my problem. I don't know. I'll have to ponder on it. Meanwhile, that's the one I like. Have a nice afternoon, guys.